I am at the 2025 Bluegrass World of Wheels Custom Auto Show, and I'm speaking with Dave Jockell with the, I got to read it off the thing because I can't memorize that, Kentucky, Indiana Liberated Relics of Yesteryear, the Military Vehicle Preservation Association. And their website is kilroymvpa.org right there. So they have a mission, and Dave's going to tell me a little bit about it and about some of these vehicles. How you doing, Dave?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing great, doing great. Thanks for putting up with me.
We got put this group together several years ago. We're a little over 20 years old and from whence we started. And basically what we do is we have our members, they buy old vehicles and we restore them, much like the muscle cars that you see out here.
Okay.
And then we use them to keep people aware, teach people about the vehicles, teach people about the wars, and show respect and honor of our veterans. And that's basically what we do. We do anything from birthday drive-bys. We go by and visit them if they're in a nursing home.
Right, okay.
Or we'll just take them out for a ride in the Jeep. Some of these guys hadn't been in a Jeep since 1944.
Wow.
And for them to get in it, they love it. And,
so are these vehicles, are you trying to get them back to as original as possible, or are you souping them up?
No, most of them are all just go back to originals. There's, the way it came out of the factory, and then there's field changes. So there were a lot of things that got added on.
So original is a loose term. I mean, it's all original, but it might not be the original. Right. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Well, you've got the Willys Jeep.
Right.
Which we're all familiar with. This is a Ford GPW.
Okay, this one over there?
Yes.
All right.
And they're pretty much identical, but there are a few things that are different. But the one thing is that you can interchange any parts between the two. They're made all the same blueprints.
Okay.
Ford made some different adjustments to theirs, but pretty much they're all the same when they roll off the factory.
So tell me about this thing back here. Is this the older version of the Deuce and a Half?
No, sir. This is basically a civilian Jeep Gladiator, but but it was turned into military.
Okay.
This is what they call a 5/4 ton.
5/4 ton.
Right.
Oh wow, that's a lot. That's more than a Deuce and a Half.
Yeah. Well. But it's powered by a straight line 6-cylinder engine.
Okay.
And this was basically used troop carrier equipment. Ammo, whatever.
So troop carrier, ammo.
Pretty much whatever you want to put in.
What I like is the like some of these little details. Like, and I remember this is axes and stuff are tied to the outside.
Yeah.
Like they're just using every bit of space that they can.
These are very utilitarian.
Yeah. And it's not about looks. It's about how much stuff can we get on this thing.
Yeah.
And it continue to be effective.
Well, for some of the guys out there in the car world, won't believe me when I tell them this thing actually has a Hemi in it.
Let's take a look at the back real quick. It's just an empty back of a truck, but I just had to have it.
These fold up and down so that it can be turned from a troop carrier into just charged cargo. And the rails come off, top comes off, so you can have it.
Man, those things are kidney busters.
Oh, yeah.
So it's got, you said it had a Hemi in it?
Yes, it has a 230 cubic inch Jeep overhead cam Hemi, the first overhead cam in production, in a production vehicle.
Wow. All right, so tell me about this thing, and it's got a bunch of signatures on it. What's going on with the signatures?
All these signatures are Vietnam veterans. And as we know, Vietnam, our guys coming back from Vietnam weren't necessarily treated properly and with the respect that they deserved. So I purchased this about 2 years ago with a good friend of mine, and he decided it was his idea to paint it up in the Vietnam colors. Nice. I added the color stripe, or the ribbons. On the underside is the MIA POW.
Right.
And we thought we'd get everybody to sign it that was Vietnam veterans, and then we've got a couple of museums that are wanting to get their hands on it to display it.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to do that. We're going to donate it, but we still have a lot of signatures to get. We have 5 generals.
Oh, wow.
2 of them which are South Vietnamese generals.
Wow.
We have the person in Vietnam who actually, this is a leaflet bomb.
Ah, okay, leaflet bomb.
Yeah, this is not a destructive bomb. It holds up to 80,000 leaflets, and I have those over there on the front. You can see.
Okay.
Basically, what they do is they drop these over the villages, and they didn't do any destruction.
Right.
But they told them, if you see us, don't run. We're here. We're friendly, so on and so forth.
Maybe might be describing to them how to surrender or something like that.
Yeah. Or just, you know, if you see us coming, just relax. You know, and we're not here to hurt you. So, but we have tunnel rats.
Did it have, so they would drop and then drop some distance, and then I guess the payload would open up? Would it have some small explosive device to open it up? Or
it has a fuse that's up there.
Oh, so it does have some kind of fuse. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This cap comes off.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then this fuse goes in. As you can see, it's inert now. This fuse screws in, has a sensor in it, right here.
Oh, okay.
And it, given altitude, it will explode. When it does, you can see this has two seams on it. And this will open up like this.
Okay.
And then inside there is 3 to 4 rolls of these, adding up to about 80,000.
Okay.
And then they go out. There are several different ones as far as the things that they say on it, so you can get different ones.
So this is just a general idea. See, there's the fuse right there. Oh, that is fascinating. All right.
What it's sitting on.
What a noble cause.
Well, you know, there's a lot of things done for a lot of different veterans of World War II. Thank God they're starting to get, you know, people paying attention. The Vietnam vets always seem to, I thought, be left out.
Yeah, they got kind of, they got the rough end of the stick there.
So we've got fabulous names, stories on here that is just unbelievable. It's really touching when you have one of these guys come over and you see them start to write their name, and you can see the tears hitting the bomb.
Oh, wow.
That's really, and that's why we do this. We do this for them. This is not about us.
Right.
The vehicles are nice and they're fun, but it's all about the vets.
All right, we're going to come back to this. Let's hear about this old guy right here. He's an older model, obviously. No, I was talking about the wheelies cheap over there.
Yeah. This is World War II.
World War II. All right, go ahead.
This is a World War II, 1943 GPW.
Okay.
It is made by Ford, and it was made in Louisville.
Oh, this was made in Louisville?
Yes. We have information on this on the board here, but I believe there was 93,000 something made in Louisville.
Oh, wow.
I have a 42 at home, but it was made in Dallas. But this one also served in the South Pacific in Guam.
Wow, okay.
And came back. So the guy who owns it is Filipino. And he worked on Jeeps in the Philippines when he was younger. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Let's get a long view of it just real quick. It kind of looks like an MP, sort of, maybe. You know? MP, like a military police.
Oh, yeah. Well,
it sort of looks like that. Yeah, but I don't know what makes me think that.
It's the same thing.
Same thing.
These were used in several different ways. There were add-ons to them. They would turn them into ambulances.
Right.
Like the one over there, you can mount a 30 cal machine gun in between the seats.
All right, let's move over that way. We can look at these two vehicles in the middle. So obviously we got a trailer. We know what it carries.
Yeah, it's an M4. It's an M416.
Right. They all have names and nomenclature. Right. Oh, jerry can right there at the top.
Yep.
Right. All right. Then this one over here.
This is 1965 Ford. What they call a MUT.
A MUT. Okay.
M151A1 military MUT. MUT stands for Military Utility Truck, Tactical Truck. They have a lot of.
There's a lot of acronyms.
Yeah, that's what the Army does.
Right.
4-cylinder, 4-speed. That was the 4-cylinder with a 3-speed. This one is full independent wheel suspension, like on a Corvette.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's kind of hard to see. Might not be able to see that, folks, but. All right.
And these would have anything from a spotlight to a 50 cal to tow missiles.
I think some even had like 120 recoilless, 120 millimeter recoilless rifles.
It was 106. 106 recoilless.
Okay. All right. Let's take it in the long, kind of get a good long shot of it over here. And of course, they've got tools tied to the outside of it. That always, it kind of makes me happy. It kind of.
Yeah, well, it's utility, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it ain't here for looks. Of course, we got was that a Prick 77?
I'm not sure which one that is.
That's an older version. It's probably not a 77.
It is, no.
Yeah, the 77s. Oh, it's a serial number 78. No, it's a 77. So I was close.
So you got your.
Oh, excuse me.
Got your. What they call thumper thud gun.
Oh, right.
M79 grenade launcher.
Right, of course.
And then the fragmentation grenades. That's an M60 machine gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 30-06.
Mm-hmm. I like the U.S. Army, mats down here. It's a nice touch.
Yeah.
It's probably not the usual issue, though, right?
Nope. They didn't care anything about it. Now, in Vietnam, what they would do, though, is they would put sandbags in the floors for landmines.
Ah, okay, right.
Some of that.
Well, at least some less shrapnel going into my body if I roll over a thing. Well,
and if you noticed on most of these vehicles, the gas tank is right underneath the driver's seat.
Oh, that's got to be worse than a Pinto, right?
It was designed that way. It was designed that way because they knew that would get. You could take out the driver, or you hit the gas tank. They could still just fix it real quick and go on. Anything else. So,
wow.
Yeah, they kind of designed it that way.
Wow, that's fascinating. Well, Dave, I appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to add about how to get in touch with you, or what you guys need, or where we're going, or goals, stories?
We book up yearly. We do the state fair. This year we're doing the 50th anniversary of Vietnam at the Kentucky State Fair, and we'll be here for that. But other than that, if you're a military group, if you have military veterans, you want to get in contact with us to have us come out. We don't charge anything for anything like that. So
excellent.
But you can get to us through Kilroy on Facebook or.
I'll make sure that the website is in the description below.
Great.
And please be sure to subscribe. Dave, I appreciate your time, sir. And thank you for your service.
Thank you. Bye.